supposed to be talking about Chris Davidson.
Yes, sir.
I met Chris back in the pub days over at another pub, and I was bartending there, and he was just getting into the printing work, and I'd seen him around at shows and different things. We had some friends in common, and he and some of his friends knew my brother and some of his friends, and Chris wanted to start helping people make posters and flyers and things to advertise, and not so much for business, just because he wanted to do it. He came up and approached me about making, did I need anything, and ironically enough, we're at the Buccaneer now. We left where we were, we came over here, and we talked after I got done working and had some beer and talked about different things, and he printed some stuff up and showed up, and he made it out of scrap paper, and that was kind of how he learned and crafted his trade, and he was helping other people, and I can't tell how many times I've heard about bands that were playing, and they said, yeah, that guy came up and he made the same thing for me, and just give it to me, and gave it to me. And so Chris, we all got to be friends after that. We all like live music. We all like to rock. And some years later, I ended up with the business I've got now, the Buccaneer. And Chris continued to be around, and he had gotten much more gifted at his craft, and everybody knew him, and he was always there to help. I'll never forget, one time the sub-teens, they had their first logo, he did, and he was always at the shows, and you knew, even when nobody else showed up, that if Chris and some of those other cats showed up, there was going to be a good time had, and it was going to be a show. They kept the energy alive. They rode bicycles up around town, and he was, a kind of a symbol of that freedom of the BMX era, and there are too many things to talk about, too many things, to tell, and but there'll be a lot of stories just about the same way. He was loved and dear to many, and I don't know exactly what happened, but I know that the ghost bike represents the amount of factual information that we have about what happened, because it's as ghostly as the ghost bike. It's kind of faded off into whiteness, and not a whole lot there. I know people have heard various different things about what happened, and the police talked to this person, that person, and knew something or didn't know anything, but nothing has been delivered to other family members and his brothers and everything. And he's was a brother to a lot of us, and it's a shame that nothing has come up about it to let us know more about what happened to him.